Welcome friends. In this session, we will discuss some aspects of probability theory. The base of probability is the reduction of common sense to calculation. The notion of probability originated a few hundred years ago. A systematic development of the theory of probability started in the 17th century by the French school of mathematicians. It is well known that the theory of probability started to develop with a problem associated with a game of gambling. Once during a train journey, a French gambler, Chevalier de Marais, proposed a problem to one of the famous French mathematician Blaise Pascal, who travelled along with him. The problem was to decide whether or not to bet money on the occurrence of at least one double six when a pair of dice tossing 24 times. Upon hearing the problem, another French mathematician, Pierre de Fermat, became interested on this. Pascal and Fermat were laying foundation to the theory of probability during their private correspondence on this problem. Later in 18th century, Pierre de Laplace and C.F. Gauss contributed much on the theory of probability by giving strong mathematical foundation. Before Laplace, probability theory was solely concerned with developing a mathematical analysis of games of chance. Laplace applied probabilistic ideas to many scientific and practical problems. According to Laplace, the Newton of France, the most important questions of life are for the most really only problems of probability. In 19th century, the famous mathematicians of Russian school of mathematics, Chebyshev, Markov, Lyapunov and many others gave food and water to this science of uncertainty. During 20th century, the scope and applications of probability theory far widened. One of the difficulties in developing a mathematical theory of probability has been to arrive at a definition of probability that is precise enough for use in mathematics, yet comprehensive enough to be applicable to a wide range of phenomena. The search for a widely acceptable definition took nearly 3 centuries and was marked by much controversy. The matter was finally resolved in the 20th century by treating probability theory on an axiomatic basis. In 1933, a monograph by a Russian mathematician A.N. Kolmogorov outlined an axiomatic approach based on measure theory forms the basis for the modern theory of probability. Apart from games, since uncertainty prevails in every field of life, nowadays the probability theory plays its role in all branches of knowledge like commerce, psychology, sociology, education, astronomy, business, economics, medicine, etc. Probability allows us to quantify the variability in the result of any experiment whose exact result cannot be predicted with certainty. Before defining probability, we have to go through a few preliminary ideas. Random experiment. A statistical or random experiment is an experiment with more than one possible results where the experiment can be repeated any number of times under more or less similar conditions, but the result may vary irregularly from one repetition to another. For example, consider the coin tossing experiment. There are 2 possible results for this experiment. They are head and tail. Even though the tossing is repeated under the same condition, the results are appearing irregularly from one toss to another. That is, for this experiment, there is more than one possible result which is irregularly occurring from repetition to repetition, even though the experiment is repeated under almost same condition. Hence, this is a random experiment. In a similar way, the experiment of tossing a dice also can be considered as an example for random experiment with 6 possible results, which are the numbers 1, 2, etc. 6 written on the 6 faces of the dice. To get clarity on various concepts in probability theory, we are usually starting with the simple experiments like coin tossing or die tossing. Use such experiments as the stepping stone to the world of theory of probability. The result of a random experiment is usually termed as outcome of the experiment. Sample space. The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called its sample space and is denoted by S. The sample space of the coin tossing experiment is S equal to the set contains H, T, where H denotes the outcome head and T denotes tail. The sample space for the experiment of tossing a single dice with the numbers 1 to 6 written on their 6 faces is the set S, which contains the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Consider the random experiment of tossing a coin and a dice together. Here the possible outcome is any one of the following 12 possibilities. They are ordered pairs H1, H2, etc. H6, T1, T2, etc. the finally ordered pair T6. Hence, the sample space of this experiment is the set S of the above 12 elements. The sample space of a random experiment is said to be discrete sample space if it contains a finite or countable infinite number of elements. The above considered sample spaces contains finite number of elements, that is, the first one contains 2 elements H and T, the second one contains 6 elements and the third contains 12 elements. Hence, they are discrete sample spaces. One man is decided to toss a coin until a head appears. Consider the experiment of counting the number of tails occurring prior to the occurrence of a head. The possible results of the experiment are 0, 1, 2, etc. up to infinity. The result may vary from one man to another. Hence, the experiment is a random experiment with sample space S equal to the set contains points 0, 1, 2, etc. up to infinity. Here the sample space contains infinite number of elements, but we can identify the infinite possible elements as 0 is the first possible element, 1 is the second possible element, 2 is the third, next is 3, etc. Or mathematically, there exists a 1-1 correspondence with the elements of the sample space to the set of natural numbers. Then the set S is said to be countable. Hence, S is a discrete sample space. The sample space of a random experiment is said to be continuous sample space if it has an uncountable number of elements. Example, consider the experiment of noting the life length of an electric bulb taken randomly from the box of bulbs from a factory. Here, the factory producing all the bulbs under same method, but the life length may vary irregularly from one bulb to another. For a bulb, the life length, let it be in hours, may be any real number in between 0 and infinity. Hence, the sample space of this random experiment is S equal to the set contains x such that 0 less than x less than infinity. Mathematically, the set S is uncountable. That is, it is not possible to identify which is the first possible life length and which is the second possible, etc. Hence, the sample space is said to be a continuous sample space. Event. Any subset capital E of a sample space is called an event. That is, an event is a set which contains some or all of the possible outcomes of the random experiment under consideration. If the outcome of the random experiment is an element of set E, it says that E has occurred. Example, consider the sample space S which containing the elements H, T of a coin tossing experiment. The events are null set, the set containing element H, the set containing element T, the set containing elements H and T. These are the possible subsets of S. Mutually exclusive or disjoint events. Any two events of a random experiment having no elements in common are called mutually exclusive or disjoint events. Since disjoint events are having no elements in common, they cannot occur together. Hence, in other words, two events of a random experiment which cannot occur together is called mutually exclusive or disjoint events. The event capital A and capital B are mutually exclusive if A intersection B equal to null set. Example, consider the sample space S of the coin tossing experiment which contains the elements H, T. Let the events A1 equal to the set containing the element H and A2 equal to the set containing the element T. Here A1 intersection A2 equal to null set. Hence, A1 and A2 are mutually exclusive or disjoint. A set of events are said to be mutually exclusive if any pair of events of the set is having no common elements. Exhaustive events. If the union of events under consideration is the whole sample space, the events are called exhaustive events. In the above example, event A1 and event A2 are exhaustive also because A1 union A2 equal to the sample space S. Equally likely events. Out of all the events under consideration, if there is nothing to believe that one event is more probable to occur in a particular trial of the experiment, then the events are said to be equally likely. Or in other words, when all the events under consideration are having equal chance to occur in any repetition of the random experiment, the events are called equally likely. Example, if the coin considered is unbiased, the events A1 equal to the set containing the point H and A2 equal to the set containing the point T are having same chance to occur. Hence, they are equally likely events. Relations and operations of events or algebra of events. For a random experiment, we have seen that every event is a subset of the sample space. Hence, for the events of a random experiment, the sample space S is the universal set. Since all the events are sets, the relations and operations of sets are same to the events also. So, it is to brush up the relations and operations of sets in set theory. Instead of the word set, we are using the word event. Equality of events. Two events capital A and capital B are equal if every element of capital A belongs to capital B and every element of B belongs to A. Then it is denoted by A equal to B. Complement of an event. For an event A, complement of A is the event containing the elements of the sample space S which are not belonging to A. Complement of A is usually denoted by sub event and super event. If every element of an event A is an element of the event B, we say A is a sub event of B or B is a super event of A. It is denoted by the null event phi is the sub event of any event and the sample space S is the super event of any event. Union of events. The union of two or more given events is the event whose elements are the elements of at least one of the given events. For two events capital A and capital B, their union is denoted by the shaded region in the Venn diagram represents A union B in each case. Intersection of events. Intersection of two or more events are the event contains the element which are common to all the events under consideration. For two events A and B, their intersection is denoted by some important laws of algebra of events. Let A, B and C are the three events of the sample space S, then identity laws. A union null set equal to A intersection null set equal to null set, A union S equal to S, A intersection S equal to A. Idempotent laws. A union A equal to A itself, A intersection A equal to A itself. Complement laws. A union A complement equal to sample space S, A intersection A complement equal to null set, and A complement the whole complement equal to the event A. Commutative laws. A union B equal to B union A, A intersection B equal to B intersection A. De Morgan's laws. A union B the whole complement equal to A complement intersection B complement, and A intersection B the whole complement equal to A complement union B complement. Associative laws. A union B union C equal to A union B union C, that is equal to A union B union C, and A intersection B intersection C equal to A intersection B intersection C, that is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Distributive law. A union B intersection C equal to A union B intersection A union C, and A intersection B union C equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. Sigma field of events. Consider a sample space S. The set B is a sigma field of events if it satisfies the following properties. The sample space S and the null event phi belong to B. Number 2, if a finite or countable collection of events A1, A2 etc. belong to B, then A1 union A2 union etc. belong to B, and A1 intersection A2 intersection etc. belong to B. 3, if A belong to B, then A complement also belong to B. Now, we shall express some events of interest in connection with the given events. For example, let A, B and C are the events and S is the sample space. To find expressions for the events, number 1, all of the 3 events occur. Number 2, at least one of the 3 events occur. Number 3, only one of the 3 events occur. Number 1, all of the 3 events occur means the outcome of the experiment should be an element of A and B and C. The shaded region contains the elements of A and B and C, which is A intersection B intersection C. Hence, all of the 3 events occur is the occurrence of A intersection B intersection C, that is the event all of the 3 events occur is expressed as number 2, at least one of the 3 events occurs happens when the outcome of the experiment is an element of A or B or C, that is the outcome of the experiment is an element of the shaded region. The shaded region is A union B union C. Hence, at least one of the 3 events occurs is expressed as A union B union C. Number 3, for the event only one of the 3 events occur, the outcome of the experiment is element of A alone or B alone or C alone. The required event is the shaded region. Now, the required event can be expressed as the union of three shaded portions 1, 2 and 3. The portion 1 is represented as A intersection B union C the whole complement. 2 is represented as B intersection A union C the whole complement, and 3 is represented as C intersection A union B the whole complement. Hence, the required event is expressed as A intersection B union C the whole complement union B intersection A union C the whole complement union C intersection A union B the whole complement. As described above, the event none of three events occur is expressed as A union B union C the whole complement. Please try to answer the following questions. Write down the sample space of the random experiment of tossing 3 coins simultaneously. A box contains 3 red and 2 black balls. 2 balls are drawn randomly from the box with replacement, and the experiment is observing their color. Write down the sample space. 2 letters are chosen randomly from the word probability. Write down the sample space. Using Venn diagram, verify A union B equal to A intersection B union A intersection B complement union A complement intersection B. Here are some books for your reference. Introduction to Probability Models, S.M. Rose, published by Academic Press. A First Course in Probability, T.K. Chandra and D. Chatterjee, published by Narosa. Hope you enjoyed this session. Take care. Goodbye.